There must be unity between government and opposition. This from the PNM's Lady Vice Chair, Penelope Beckles Robinson. On Wednesday, Mrs. Beckles Robinson officially announced her intention to contest the post of political leader in the party's internal elections in May. She's been getting flack over her attendance at a UNC event some months ago from some PNM members. We have more in this report.
The main challenger for political leader in the party's internal elections in May responds to her detractors who questioned her interactions with the People's Partnership in past weeks.
You know, I'm so happy that with what we have seen during the death of Nelson Mandela, that it actually, people began to have a total different discussion about how opposition and government. You saw Barack Obama shaking the hands of Castro. Some people didn't like it. But at the end of the day, you have your political career and you also have your future after.
Just one day ago, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar wished Mrs. Beckles Robinson well in the upcoming PNM internal elections. And Mrs. Beckles Robinson says she has always championed women's rights, and her congratulating the Prime Minister in the past must not be taken out of context. She says there is life after politics.
When you look at the issue of Kamla Persad-Bissessar having become the first female Prime Minister, I have always advocated, you know, the advancement of women in politics. And, you know, I have said she has taught me, and at university, and we were at law school together. And I mean, congratulating your opponent, I think that there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And there are those who also question the Lady Vice Chair's timing. She admits the strength of the party will be on trial ahead of the national election, but she believes she has what it takes to lead.
If you have a soft-spoken voice, I mean, that doesn't mean to say that has anything to do with your skill sets, your ability to lead, your ability to persuade. At the end of the day, when Trinidad and Tobago determines, you know, the issue of leadership, the actual question is, what are the qualities that you look for in a leader? And I am certain that is not going to be your voice.
But what does Mrs. Beckles Robinson think the party's membership will be looking for, and by extension the electorate?
I think it's going to be your ability to motivate. I think it's going to be a question of whether you're visionary or not. I think it's going to be a question of whether or not you're going to be able to cross the political divide, whether you understand the needs of the people. I mean, at this point in time, you know, issues of crime, healthcare, education, and the extent to which you can motivate the Trinidadians and Tobagonians to produce, and more importantly, to feel comfortable that as a leader, you're going to be able to give them the opportunity to have a better quality of life.
The PNM's internal elections are carded for May 18th. Stacey Ann Providence, CNews.